Bazaar.
Being brought to you from outer space. It sounds like from our audio guy. No, but it's exciting to be with you today. Normally our parish house would be chock full of people, but today it's just a few. But we're so glad that you are able to be with us and that we're able to provide a time to do some online shopping. And Stephanie and I are trimming the Christmas tree and having a good time. And so I want to say a word of thanks to Stephanie for making all this happen, and to Teddy and Diana for being here to make it to bring it to you. So welcome. This is one of the great traditions of All Saints, and it takes more than a pandemic to stop us, even if we have to find a new way of doing things. So I am going to get off this ladder, and I am going to turn it over to Stephanie to welcome you also and to talk about some of our vendors.
Welcome, everybody. Let me just take this off. I think we're far enough apart.
So.
As Father said, 78th Annual Holly Bazaar. A week, not a day this year. Different, like everything else has been different in 2020. I just want to thank everybody who's been shopping all week and talking and discussing in our event on Facebook. I want to thank all of our vendors who are all still available online on the marketplace and will be there until midnight tonight for all of our last-minute shoppers. And so we've got small business owners from Avon, Color Street, LuLaRoe, Norwex, Origami Owl, Pampered Chef, Paparazzi, Recollect Art, 31, Touchstone Crystal, Toulousains, and Tupperware. And there are lots of great deals that they are making available to our Holly Bazaar attendees.
Don't forget the most important one.
The All Saints shop. So our wonderful All Saints shop debuted earlier this year, and as a special for the Holly Bazaar, we have some Christmas-themed merchandise available to you as well. So don't forget the All Saints shop, as well as all of our other vendors today. And we hope you enjoy your shopping. And we have a little bit of a special afternoon planned.
We do.
We're going to hear from some of our vendors who have sent in some terrific videos talking about their shops and their products. We also have some holiday specials coming up, or feature entertainment, if you will. But I think we're going to get the afternoon kicked off
Pretty soon with one of the vendors. But just in case you were wondering, and if you're tuning in from far away, perhaps, if you recognize the fireplace, it's because it's not just a generic Yule log. It is the fireplace here in the common room, which has been keeping people warm since 1910 in this part of the building. So as you know, we were founded. Oh, that's better. We were founded in 1892, and this building, our original parish house, was built in 1910. So we're keeping many traditions alive for well over a century, and your support has made that possible. So thank you so much, and I hope you'll support our vendors as we continue on.
Absolutely. And speaking of vendors, we're going to now move into a series of videos that our vendors have sent in. I'm just going to announce them all now because the videos are going to play back to back. We have Patty Ventrello with Pampered Chef, who will be up first. And then we have Whitney Cortez from Recollect Art, Sarah Toulouse from Toulousains, Erica Tonneson from Color Street, and Laura Suarez from Tupperware. So sit back, enjoy, learn about a lot of great products that are out there for your gift giving this season.
Good
Hi, my name is
Okay.
Well, like every live broadcast.
There's always a glitch, but I know Teddy will sort it out.
Exactly.
So I went onto the website yesterday to check out some of our vendors, and I went to Pampered Chef, and I thought, there's some nice things here. And they have a set of teak wood spoons that are squared off, so you can get into the corners and the thing. My dad always used to complain about I guess the 90s or the early 2000s when restaurants started doing squared bowls all the time. That drove him nuts, and my brother and I kept trying to find a square spoon that we could give him. We never found it, but now we
now
did.
they exist. Somebody heard the need and invented it.
Heard my dad cussing from all the way up there.
Exactly. So
but I liked that. There's a chef that I watch on Create that does New Orleans cooking. He's always using a wooden squared off thing to cook with. So it looked like something I should get.
absolutely. I actually think I did get it. So
We're getting told we're back live for our videos. So we'll turn it back over to Ted and his magic computer.
exactly.
Good evening. My name is Patty Ventrello, and I am your Pampered Chef. I am from Staten Island, New York. I've got a husband named Joe and a daughter named Sarah. I've been doing Pampered Chef for about 5.5 years, and I've promoted to advanced director, and I've never looked back. Awesome. Anyway, I am going to make fish and string beans tonight in our quick cooker. Our quick cooker is amazing. My daughter just came downstairs and said, Mommy, I'm hungry. She's 18. She's home from college. She doesn't eat anything but fish and vegetables. So I'm like, what am I going to make? So anyway, the quick cooker. The quick cooker has 19 pre-programmed settings. They are sear, steam, slow cook, proof, chicken and poultry, beef and pork, fish and seafood, soup and stock, white rice, brown rice, whole grains, beans, stewed chili, and dessert. Yes, dessert. There are attachments for the quick cooker, one of which is a fluted pan, bunt, and the other is a cheesecake pan. And let me tell you, the desserts are really good. They're like small. They're the top of that. They're not the usual cheesecake, you know, but it's enough. Anyway, okay, so I put, and also, by the way, it has custom settings that you can do your own. So I am heating up my oil for about 3 minutes. I'm searing my oil right now. I love to use these 1 cup prep bowls, and here's my measuring spoon. Love it. Let me show you. We have 2 different types of measuring spoons. We have the ones that stack like this with way more than what I have in front of you. And then we have this one, and then a smaller one. This is a tablespoon, and you can measure smaller amounts. And then there's one with a teaspoon that you can also measure smaller amounts. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to let this preheat a bit. There's something else that I need to do, so I might as well do it right now. I am going to use the citrus peeler on my orange. Citrus peeler is a lovely, lovely item, very inexpensive, and you can just peel your citrus just like that. It's amazing. You could split it open so that you don't have to take your fingernail and stick it in. Okay. So what I'm doing this for is for some zest, some orange zest. So I'm going to get one of the bowls. Bum-ba-da-bum. And we have real-time inventory right now due to the pandemic. Not a lot of things, some things are out, and they try to put them in as soon as they come in off the trucks. And the reason we're doing this is to avoid any kind of back orders and to help with shipping. Orders by December 12th will ship in time for Christmas. Yay. Okay. So I am using this, which is the zester, and it actually is out. So, but I have to use it for this recipe. Okay. Now, I didn't have a regular orange in my house. I just had one of these lovely clementines. And I am getting enough zest right there. I've got plenty, because I believe all I need is a half, what is that? Yeah, a half a teaspoon. I definitely have a half a teaspoon right here. Just in case. So, I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, the recipe calls for a half of a pound, 3/4 of a pound of green beans. Now, I never know how many green beans to buy. I should have bought 2 of the big packages. I sliced off the ends with our lovely knife. I don't always use the right knife to do the job. And I used our bar board. As you see, I've got a little bit of limited space here. So I used our bar board, which fits nicely in any spot. We also have these flexible cutting mats. Those are my consultant ones. We have ones for you guys that have nice little messages on them that says prep it up. Another one has choose the right knife. Let's get chopped. Anyway, okay, so So now this is being heated. So I am going to cancel and I'm going to put it back on sear and hit start, and that's on there for 20 minutes. So when I was in the store, I thought to myself, uh-oh, how do I measure? I don't know how much is going to be in this one package. So then I remembered I have a brand new Pampered Chef scale at home. So I measured this before we got on the call, on the thing here, and I put in my stuff. And it's a half of a pound. So I'm a quarter short. What are you gonna do? Hear that? Oh, how awesome is that? Let's see. Okay, I add the green beans. This also calls for bell pepper and a shallot and a half of a teaspoon of salt. I didn't have a shallot. I have onion and something else. So I'm throwing that in here. And I am using my mix and scrape. Our little baby mix and scrape, the small mix and scrape, is what's available to guests who spend $80. So be sure to do this. Be sure to add this to your cart. Okay. So I'm going to put you guys on hold, and I'm going to mix this up for about 6 minutes, and I'll be back in a little while. Hello, so my green beans are cooked, and I want to show you a few things that I did while we were away. I did the lemon butter topping. I'll show you that a little later. Now, here is the ceramic pot that goes inside of the quick cooker. Oh, and by the way, here's my thyme, and I used my herb stripper to strip the herbs to go on into the herb butter. Check that out. That's awesome, right? Okay. Hold on, I have to yell for a second. Echo, turn off timer. Okay. So, I take the inner pot. Well, I didn't think about this. Okay. I take the inner pot that I cooked everything in, and the recipe requires me to take out the string beans and put them right here in this pot. And then they're going to get steamed along with the salmon. Okay. So this really isn't hot. I could have touched it with my fingers, but I figured I'd show you yet another plaything. They come in gray now. Okay, so I am to put the top on that I had 10 seconds ago. Hold on. Be right back. It was under the recipe book. Okay, so now I take the silicone lid and I put it right here. And then I hit cancel on this, and I am now, okay, so I covered this and I put this to the side for right now. Now I add a little bit of salt and pepper to my salmon. And I want to put this away actually, so I just want to show you. I use my stainless mesh colander set for the string beans. It comes in a set of 3, a tiny one, a big one, and a nice little mini one. Okay. So now I'm going to put on the salt and pepper. Right here. Now, my family does not like to eat much salt, so I don't use a lot. I'm using what the recipe is calling for this time. I usually don't. I use less. So that was my husband quietly putting my coffee cup over here. Thank you, honey. Okay, so I didn't use it all, as you see, but notice that I used my lovely 1 cup prep bowl that I absolutely adore. Okay, so pepper shaker. This is a pepper grinder. Fantastic. Love it. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little pepper on the top of it as well. Okay, now the recipe requires me to add orange juice using my measuring cup. Now this is 1 measuring cup I have here. Here's the set. They nest. So this nests inside this, and it comes also with a leveler. It's awesome. This I really do try in my drawer to leave it nested. My husband does the dishes, God bless him, and he won't nest. So, okay, recipe calls for fresh thyme sprigs. That would be 4 fresh thyme sprigs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and what else do we have here? Place the wire rack that comes with the lovely quick cooker in here so that the feet touch the bottom. Take my rack with my ceramic pot and put it inside. It will lay on there, and then you have the handles to pull it out. And I am going to see, it sings to me. I love it. I'm going to close it up, and then I am going to press fish seafood. So that's fish seafood. And hold on, what does it say? Now press start. And now this is going to come to pressure, and it is going to cook my green beans, and they're going to be delicious. So I've shown you some amazing things here today. I truly hope that you go on to the link and that you purchase some great things, because I'll tell you, before I started with Pampered Chef, I liked cooking things for Christmas. I liked receiving cooking items. So if you're looking to give gifts, Pampered Chef is amazing. If you're looking to cook wonderful things, Pampered Chef is amazing. We also have lots of bakeware. Tonight, I'm going to make, with our awesome brownie pan, I am going to make pumpkin spice cakes, little pumpkin spice cakes. And what else did I want to show you guys? Oh, here it is. This is what I'm making. You take the pumpkin, you take the spice, you mix it together, and then you put in the little mini brownie pan. Oh my God, they come out so amazing. There are so many products I want to show you, but I'm out of time. Thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon.
Hi, my name is Whitney Cordes, and along with my husband Cliff, we are the owners and designers behind Recollect Art Studio. We are both graphic designers, and we started producing artwork under Recollect Art about 5 years ago. We had been searching for artwork to put in our home that was scripturally based, or hymns, or really just biblically based artwork. And while we find many that were great in the sense of what it entailed, Bible verses and other good parts of liturgy, we weren't finding anything that we thought was really aesthetically matching to our home, or that as designers we thought fully embraced really the goodness of the Bible and Scripture. So we started this project, and the name Recollect comes from the word recollect, which means to bring back to remembrance or to awareness. And as Christians, this is something that we hold on to, that we want to remember God's word. We want to have it and teach it to our children and have it in our homes so that we remember these things. So that's where the word Recollect Art Studio came from. We offer many different prints, Bible-based and hymn-based prints. There's some behind me here. This is our newest one, which is the Fruit of the Spirit, which it's a little more youthful. It's great for the kids' room, for our son, who's 2.5 years old. This is a great print to have in his room to remind him of the fruit of the Spirit and so that he can learn it. And then we also have many other ones, which we have some monochromatic ones. This one's based on Proverbs 3. And right, as we're going about our days, we want to be remembering these things that are true, God's word, and have it in our hearts. And new this year that we've just started are soy-based candles. These are essential oil and fragrance mixes. These are clean candles, no parabens, no anything that will be dangerous to be burning in your home. And for Christmas, we went with a gold screen print, which is done by my brother-in-law. So this is totally a family business. And it's the Aaronic blessing, because we thought there's nothing better than to remember, especially this time of year, how much God loves us, and to be able to bless our friends and family with a beautiful gift. Of a candle, we have it in bayberry and cypress, and Mediterranean fig are the 2 fragrances that we offer. So if you're more neutral, or if you're going for more of a Christmassy winter color, you have 2 options. But the great thing is that these are actually drinking vessels. So once you're done with your candle and you can clean it out, once you take the wick out, you're able to just warm it in the oven until the wax can come out, and then just clean it thoroughly inside, and it's a drinking glass. So throughout the rest of the year, once your candle's done, you have a beautiful vessel to remind you of the Aaronic blessing and for the promises that God has for us to bless us. We hope that you are all very blessed and healthy this season. And we're grateful to be a part of this. Thank you.
Everyone, I'm Erica Tonneson. I just recently started my own color street business, Seasonal Shades by Erica. I love everything about fashion and helping people look and feel their best. And Color Street is a simple and easy way to feel and look your best, especially these days. We have so many colors and styles as well as nail art options. What is so unique about Color Street is it's 100% nail polish. It's 3 layers in one, which is a base, a color, and a top coat. And it's made right here in the United States. And it's easy to apply and remove. Today, a quick example of how you can remove and apply your Color Street nail strip. So, today I am going to remove my Thanksgiving Day nail color. And I'm going to start with Holiday Delight. So I'm going to remove one of my pinkies and put one of Holiday Delight on my pinkies. And then after on December 5th, I will post on my site and also on my on the event page my nail fee, which is my nails for the event. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So every set that you receive comes with 16 nail strips, 1 nail file, and a prepping nail pad, which is a pad of alcohol, like an alcohol swab. So it's just to make sure that your nail is completely clean of nail polish before you apply a new strip. So I use just generic regular nail polish remover. You can buy it in any kind of grocery store, retail store, pharmacy, and a piece of paper towel. So here we go. I am going to do my right pinky. So another thing about this is that the solid colors are really great to have, especially if you have a clear color. So that's what we consider an overlay. So you can take any kind of clear, like sparkly nail strip and put it on a basic shade, and it completely transforms the entire shade on your finger. So here I am, I'm taking the nail polish off. I want to make sure you always put the cap on nail polish remover because if that spills, it's a mess. Okay, and I am going to then open up my Holiday Delight, which is light bulbs, which I'm so excited about. So, every nail strip, there's 16 strips. Every strip is for a certain finger. So, the first finger definitely is your pinky. So I'm going to take the pinky off. And know that when you do this, you have to apply from the pinky, then to the ring finger, then to the middle finger, then to the index finger, and then you finish off with your thumb. And that's how you need to apply it. You can't go from thumb to pinky. You always have to go pinky to thumb. So every nail strip has a clear cover on top, and then it's a little flap. So this is what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip off the little silver back, and then I'm going to apply it straight onto my nail. So just like this, you push it from the bottom and up and straight up on the nail. Okay, so now I have a very sparkly and glittery fingernail. So the sales that we are actually running as of right now, we have many sales, but our best sale is our buy 3 get 1 free, which is on the web, and it is always a buy 3 get 1 free for the designs and for the glitters and for the solids. And we do also have French manicures, which are a little bit more, but they actually are very awesome. These are buy 1 get 1 free. So, and if you are entitled and you are on Facebook, you could always come and join me on my Seasonal Shades by Erica in my group. You could always just private message me. And on there, I have right now multiple deals. Every day for the entire month of December will be a deal, which is 25 days of Christmas. So there will be 25 deals, and the deals change every day. So I hope you'll come and check out my website if you're still looking to shop through the Holly Bazaar, our great stocking stuffers, great Secret Santas, just another little kindness in a Christmas card or a holiday card for all the women and little ladies in your life, including daughters and nieces and cousins and wives and co-workers and everybody. Also a great self present too, because you get to pamper yourself whenever you want. So thank you all who have purchased already from my site. You guys are very awesome, and thank you so much for that. And I wish everyone a wonderful, safe, and healthy Happy New Year. Bye!
Hey everyone, it's Laura from Tupperware, and this is my son Alfred, and once again we're gonna do another demonstration, so I'm very excited. I'm introducing to you guys the Ultra Pro. Now this is one of my favorite things to work with, because the Ultra Pro, can you believe it? It's plastic, right? It's plastic. Can you believe that this goes in the oven?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. The Ultra Pro goes in the microwave and in the oven as long as it's under 475 degrees. This will not melt in your oven.
Really?
So, really?
Wait,
really?
Wait, edible seriousness?
Yeah.
It's plastic.
No, will not melt. This is one of the only products that we can do. And this size, right now, if it's in our catalog, it's for $69. I don't know if you can see this, but this is all our Ultra Pro series. And like I said, it's one of my favorites. And what I'm gonna demo for you today is one of my favorites. It's our s'more dip. So let me tell you, when I do this at a party, everybody loves it. My son is breaking up chocolate. We're gonna put it inside the deep part.
I promise I washed my hands.
I promise he washed his hands. All right. So we're gonna spread these out. We're gonna put this in the microwave for about a minute, and then you have to stir it and then put it in the minute. But do not put any forks or metal to stir it, because you will rip
The plastic.
the plastic. Yes, I'm sorry. So you take it out, stir it around. See, it's getting all kind of mushed. See? I'm gonna put it back in for another minute. With the chocolate, you want to watch, and if you notice, the handle didn't get heavy. I mean hot. And look, ooh, how nice the chocolate is. Can you see how nice the chocolate is? Okay, so we have the oven preheating to 350. My marshmallows, my mini marshmallows, which is gonna go right on top of this. It's in our Module Mates. Now, if anybody knows anything about our Module Mates, I love my Module Mates. They are airtight, liquid tight, and they stay fresh for a very long time. If you're at a party of mine, and anybody who's seen me knows that if you have brown sugar, I've started 3 years ago. I've had my brown sugar in that container for 3 years, and it is still very soft. But in any case, this is our Module Mates, and our marshmallows are nice and soft. If you put your sugar or your flour, that's a big one. Because when you ever have the flour and you actually seal it, well, it's so sealed that you can, if you get the bugs that are in the flour, well, there's no air in it because it's airtight, liquid tight, and it rolls up, and it actually dies on the top. So I know people say they scoop things out. I
that
will
is
throw the whole thing. Yeah.
We've had that for like 2 months.
Yeah. So now this is what it looks like. And now we're gonna put it in the oven to get browned. This is the cover. Now what's special about this is that you can use both pieces to cook with. So if I have a thick piece of steak, I need to put it on the thinner part, and the thinnest one here, because it will get cooked faster here, so they'll get cooked at the same time. If I have veggies or like potatoes that I didn't want to put with my meat, oh, and there goes my oven. So let's start browning. It just sits right on top, and we put it in the oven. Hey everyone, okay, so we're back. The Ultra Pro is out of the oven now, and we have it covered, but look. Now we did about 10 minutes, I think, right? About 10 minutes. And it was 5 with the cover and 5 without, because what you want is it to have this nice, I don't know if you can see it, but this nice golden brown. It looks yellowish. Oh, look how nice, yay! Okay, so AJ ran to the store because how do you have s'more dip without graham crackers? So now remember, whatever you do not take a spoon, a metal spoon to this. All right, so we're gonna scoop out. Here we go, scoopy,
Put
scoopy.
that spoon away. We go savage.
It breaks it though. And delish.
Oh, Oh, good. Oh, hot.
And this is what happens when you don't wait. So again, this is our Ultra Pro. We have different sizes and shapes. If you want to have this demo at your home, please just book me and say we want to have that demo. Or if you want the fruit salsa made, I'd be more than happy to do that. But we have so many amazing items that are brand new in our Tupperware. So, like, it's just not plastic anymore. Oh, and just another note, our items are all BPA free. So our plastic, it was there's our bottle, non-cancerous, and it's all good health, good stuff for you. All right, signing off. Thank you. Happy Tupperware.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed all of those informative, educational videos from all of our vendors. You got cooking, nails, food storage, facial scrubs. I just want to thank all the vendors again for taking the time to share those videos with us. So again, that was Pampered Chef, Recollect Art, Tula Sains, Color Street, and Tupperware. And now I'm going to hand it over to my co-host.
Thank you. Yeah, you think I should get some of those nails?
Absolutely.
I don't know, maybe. I can, you know what I
They
can
have
do with
clear
it?
ones with like designs.
There you go. And if I got enough of them, I could put them in a Tupperware container to store them.
You could. You could. They're the right
these
size.
Things all work together.
Exactly.
But I mentioned before a little bit of the history of the Holly Bazaar. Once upon a time, it was called the Candy Cane Fair. There was a 2-day event that was back when we were using the 1941 parish house. Local people came in for lunch on the Friday. Then it came on Saturday for the vendors and such. But in the last few years, when we were doing it across the driveway, we changed that down, and of course there was a Holly Bazaar lunch, but we can't do a Holly Bazaar lunch this year. It's impossible for us to do that with any kind of safety. So looking ahead to 2021, we hope to be doing that once again. Now I wanted to say something about a friend of ours who probably was involved in 64 of the 78 Holly Bazaars, and that's our good friend Tom Ramsey. Tom was an absolute pillar of the bazaar. He ran it for many years. He made it look easy, and unfortunately we lost Tom at the beginning of the COVID virus in the spring. But Tom, he was actually going to retire from running the bazaar this year, but I was pretty sure that he would be involved with it anyway. But a word of thanksgiving for his long service, not only to All Saints and to the Holly Bazaar. I feel like I'm using Jackie Robinson's bat or something this morning or this afternoon, because this is Tom's favorite coffee cup, and I'm using it today in honor of Tom. And so Tom, here's to you. You were seldom without your coffee, and I understand why, because you were one of the busiest people on the face of the planet, especially here around All Saints. So a word of thanksgiving for his many, many years of ministry. His whole family took a major part in the Holly Bazaar over the years. If you've heard of Elsie's Corner, well, Elsie was his mom. So we give thanks for his ministry. You didn't know that?
I had no idea. I always wondered where Elsie came from.
Yep, it's like Teddy's room will always be Teddy's room, I assume, and we have the kids' room back. And but Elsie's Corner is for Tom's.
Wow.
Is Tom's mom. So, and I'm sure plenty of stuff around here came from there. So,
wow.
Again, huge thanks to Tom. And we're about to hear from another parishioner, one of our newer parishioners as things go. And he is going to be his name is Mark Palmieri. Mark is a vestry member. He's the parent of 2 of our Sunday school kids. He's also he's a baseball player. He's a playwright. He's a actor. He does all kinds of stuff. And today he's going to read to us a visit from St. Nicholas.
The night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old self, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
There you go.
Thanks, Mark. It's always great to hear him read. If you get a chance to come to Major Tom's Coffee House, very often Mark will be reading one of his own short stories. They're a little reminiscent of Everybody Loves Raymond, but the stories that are true are a lot truer than Raymond's and are an awful lot of fun. Also, he turned a Zoom meeting that we did with the vestry to make our to do our passion reading. He's turned that into a play called Waiting for the Host, and that play has taken off, and we're very happy for Mark that has been a successful thing. It was a lot of fun to do, and it was a lot of fun to watch the vestry being portrayed by others. So who knew we'd ever get famous for having a lunatic vestry meeting, but it was a lot of fun.
What is the next
Well, thank you for asking. The next Major Tom's Coffee House will be coming to you from this very spot on the day after Christmas, Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day, December 26th. St. Stephen was stoned to death. We trust that we will not be. In response, what?
What is Major Tom's Coffee House?
Oh, what is Major Tom's Coffee House? Major Tom's Coffee House is live music. It's amateur music and entertainment by local folks, and it started out. We were thinking it'd go maybe once, maybe twice, but we have done 30 of them, I think.
Yeah, this will be number 30.
This will be number 30. It's turned out to be a great outreach for All Saints. We're reaching people through the ministry of music and just having a good time. And even though we're not able to gather most of us for it, we're still doing it live. The Major Tom's Christmas Coffee House this year will be a hybrid event with videos of people like Mark just did, and the poor man Simon and Garfunkel will be with you live. So, but right now, as we continue decorating the common room for that event and for all our Christmas mini events that we're having, we're working on something that is we're rushing the season a little bit by completing it, but our creche for under the Christmas tree, helping us to remember just what it is that this is all about. So we've got a lot of the characters here, and then couldn't be done without her. So there's Mary, and I can't reach all these, and then Joseph, and the big guy coming, I think. And here comes the boss. So, and there's, no, keep him in the manger, and there he is. Thank you. So, in church, we'll complete our creche on Christmas Eve, although we won't bring the kings in until Epiphany, because that's their day. But it's a wonderful tradition in Christendom to have the creche. It was started by St. Francis. So back a long time ago that we've been doing the Christmas creche. So I believe that we are on to, speaking of the creche, we are on to our Christmas pageant, and you're going to hear a word from our church school director and pageant director, Susan Byrne.
Hi, we're so glad to have you with us here at All Saints this afternoon. These have been trying times for all of us. We have had to find new and innovative ways to stay together. And that is certainly true with our All Saints Church School. We run virtual classes every Sunday, but in addition to that, we are finding ways to stay with our special and beloved tradition of the Christmas pageant on Christmas Eve. In order to make it a safe and successful experience for all the children and for everyone who's going to be watching us on Christmas Eve, we have been filming Christmas Pageant, the movie. And our children have been coming here at various times as a family group to be filmed portraying the characters that we all know and love on Christmas Eve. They are wearing costumes, they're singing songs, and because of our very talented young director, we are able to show them in ways we could never have done without the help of technology. So it's been challenging and very exciting, and we've been having a great deal of fun putting this all together for you. So I hope that you'll be with us at 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve, December 24th, to worship with us and to enjoy the Christmas pageant. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Susan. The work that's been going on behind the scenes has been a lot of fun to watch. I haven't had to do very much, which is also kind of fun. But we're looking forward to continuing the filming this week. And she was right. You will be able to see us. The pageant will. I haven't had enough coffee today. Not the first time, is it? This is just like announcements to church. I know exactly what I intend to say, but it doesn't come out because I haven't had enough coffee. Our Christmas services, COVID permitting, will be at 5 p.m. and at 10:30 p.m., as they always have been. Of course, we are limited, extremely limited, in the number of people that can attend. So if you would like to attend our Christmas Eve services, you'll need to make a reservation and to call in to do that to the church, which is 718-229-1868. Again, go get your pencil, 718-229-1868. And if you forget, while you're here on the website, you can always find the phone number on the website, but we'll need you to call in and reserve a spot. We only have room for 30 people at each service, at 5 and at 10:30. And there'll be special events during the 5 o'clock service. Of course, we'll have a special event with the Christmas pageant, the movie, and at 10:30 we are expecting to have a virtual choir doing some of the warm-ups and joining in some of the carols during the service. So Christmas will come. Christmas will happen this year and every year as it has.
Will it be live streamed?
I imagine it will. One of the things that we've been doing this year, one of my goals for 2020, I said to the parish at the annual meeting, was I wanted to get our services live streamed. Well, who knew that it was going to be the way it is here in 2020? So it will be live streamed. So if you can't be here in person, you can join us on the website and on Facebook and on YouTube. So I think that's about it, except to say that very soon we also will be doing, as we always do, we'll be inviting you to make contributions for Christmas flowers. We'll still be making the church beautiful, and that letter will be coming out shortly. So I want to toss it back over to Stephanie, who I think has another word or two to our terrific vendors.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has helped us make the 78th annual Holly Bazaar possible. Back over the summer, we started these conversations because we could see the writing on the wall. And, we took a chance and we went online, whatever that was going to mean. And I think it's gone really well. And I hope that all of our vendors have been having successful weeks. I hope all of our shoppers have found all the things that you were looking for on your gift list. And I just want to remind everybody that the marketplace will be open till midnight tonight on our website. So you can keep shopping all day, all night until midnight. And to kind of send us off, we're going to let you all enjoy the fire in the fireplace and play a little bit more holiday music and kind of put you in the mood. So on this kind of gray and rainy day.
Looks like I need to add another log to the fire.
Maybe. And then we'll just let it burn out, and then the live stream at that point will end. So we thank you all for joining us today.
Sir Silver and Sir Gold, do you have anything to add? They're quiet today.
Yeah. Usually we can't shut them up.
No, it's true.
So on that note,
thank you so much for being here at All Saints Bayside. It is such a privilege to be in this wonderful place for yet another Holly Bazaar. And I hope that next year we'll be able to do this all again, but live and in person and online, because That way we can reach as many of you as possible. So thank you very much for being here. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes, especially to Stephanie, to Stella Elder, who was our tree and wreath coordinator, and to Andy Hornback, who's also Stephanie's husband, who's made it, I know, had quite a bit to do way behind the scenes. That's how it works. And I think that's about it. So have a wonderful Advent, and have a wonderful Advent. Watch our online Advent calendar on Facebook every morning, and we will hopefully be able to see you at Christmas. So every blessing for Christmas and the best wishes for the merriest Christmas ever.